This is the YouTube edition of my book, A Course in Miracles Workbook Nuggets. Workbook Nuggets was written to be a commentary or study aid for the course's workbook for students. I'll begin by reading the book's full commentary on today's workbook lesson over a visual of the book's text. I'll then return with some impromptu thoughts and comments on today's lesson and my commentary. A link to the book on Amazon.com is provided below. Lesson number 71, March 12. Only God's plan for salvation will work. Change is very difficult. Changing how you have been viewing the world for your entire life is nearly impossible if you are attempting to do it on your own. Quotes, only God's plan for salvation will work. End quote. Do not rely on the plans of your ego. Sometimes they work in a fashion and for a while, but none of the ego's plans work perfectly or provide more than temporary solutions. Your lifetime of experience shows you that this is true. Today, you ask for God's help. You ask Him to point out the way. You are attempting to reach that part of your mind that is still in direct union and communication with the all-powerful One from which you emerged. The workbook's goal is to help you to remember how to hear this quiet voice that is always there for you to hear. Learn how to listen, and you will be told the way home. One way to look at the workbook is a series of lessons on how to evade the ego's traps. We are learning how to silence the racket and how to correct the mental errors and ego blinds which are preventing us from hearing and seeing. That is our goal. God's plan is to correct our seeing, and only His plan or manner of correction will work. We cannot do it on our own. Struggling harder in the way we have always worked will only further entrench us in our ego. The lesson title tells us that only God's plan for salvation will work. The word only is crucial. It makes clear that our plans won't. What are our plans? We all know that. We unthinkingly execute them every day. They are the so-called common sense and, quotes, obvious truths of the world. They are how one operates in the surface world of the illusion. They are the ego calling the shots in your life. And those plans sometimes do work in the illusion. We all have some successes there. But the Course is not about the illusion. It's about looking beyond the illusion to the reality beyond. You can't expect to escape the world by following its so-called common sense rules. As the lesson title tells us, only God's plan for salvation will work. Fortunately for us, we have been given a particular version of God's plan tailored to people living in the industrialized West in the 21st century. It's called A Course in Miracles.